welcome to week 11 of the NFL. If you've been following Geno-t's picks, you are 10-3-1 in the last 4 weeks. Not too friggin' shabby. That means you are making money, your bookie's pissed off, your wife is happy because she's getting your money, and Black Friday is coming. So stick with Geno-t, and I'm going to guide you right through the holiday season, making plenty of money for you to stash aside so you can buy a nice gift. Maybe even go to Jared. Anyway, let's get to our Thirsty Thursday night pick. The Thirsty Thursday night pick of the week is the Chicago Bears at the Miami Dolphins. What do the Miami Dolphins do best? Run. What do the Chicago Bears do best? Stop the run. Miami has no quarterback. They're down to their third-string quarterback, which is Tyler Thigpen. Last time we heard of him was in 2008 when he was with the Chiefs and had a phenomenal time, but that was 3 years ago almost. He hasn't been on the field. He hasn't faced a ferocious defense like this. Miami's coming off a win that they probably just squeaked by, to be honest with you. Chicago looked very good. I know last week they were playing the Bills. However, Cutler and the offense have some cohesion now. Matt Forte, look for him to get out of the backfield, catch some balls, and rip it up. Devin Hester, or should I say devastating Hester, look for him to tear up the Miami special teams because they have been abysmal the last couple weeks and haven't been able to really contain anybody. So my idea here is Chicago is going to roll. They're getting 1.5. Yes, they are getting 1.5, and I know it's in Miami, but look for the Bears to outshine here. Look for Julius Peppers to break some pressure on Tyler Thigpen. Look for Johnny Knox to get behind the defensive backs for some big plays. And overall, I just don't think Miami has it. I was a big fan of Miami earlier on this year, but they have not impressed me. Brandon Marshall has been left standing on the field like the last girl at the dance. Nothing is going on offensively for this team. Look for Chicago to roll. Going to start off a little slow, don't get me wrong. But by the half, you'll know that I was right, and you'll be happy you have the Bears plus the 1.5. Now, getting on to the lock around the clock. Starting at 1 o'clock, we have 2 locks for you this week. My first lock is Kansas City giving the 8 at home to Arizona. Arizona's just been butt awful. They have no identity. They don't know what they're doing. Defensively, they look horrible. Kansas City's at home. We know what Kansas City does at home. They do the chop. They offensively just chop down the other team defensively. And their rushing attack with Tom Jones, Jamal Charles, look for them to just run roughshod over this defense that can't seem to stop anybody, especially on the road and not in Kansas City. Kansas City is a very tough place to play. Matt Castle might even look like a Pro Bowler by the end of this game because he can take advantage of the secondary like Ben Roethlisberger would take advantage of a 20-year-old in a college bar. So look for Kansas City to lay that 8 and roll. My second 1 o'clock lock is my personal favorite team, the Oakland Raiders. They're going to visit the Big Ketchup Bottle this week where they are 2-0 the last 2 trips there. They have beaten Pittsburgh with Jamarcus Russell and 98 yards of offense. They also beat him with Gronkowski, who went in there and lit them up for over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns last time. This year, Jason Campbell will go in there. They have a whole new revamped team, people. And the way Pittsburgh looked the other night against New England, pretty bad. New England had no business going in there and winning the game like they did, but the Raiders will. The Raiders' defense is already thriving on the fact that they can get to Roethlisberger. They can stop the pass. They can stop the run. They've been playing well against the run lately. I know Pittsburgh plays well against the run, but that combination of Michael Bush pounding that line and Run DMC, after it softens up, tearing it up the field, he's going to get the ball in space. Look for him to have a monster day. Lewis Murphy will be back. Zach Miller's going to be back. Campbell has looked outstanding the last couple games, and that's tough for me to say because he looked like crap the first 2 games. But since Gronkowski has gone out and he has retaken over the helm, he has won 3 games in a row, 3 very big games in a row. So look for them to go into Pittsburgh and do their work, do damage just like they've done in the past. Get the 8 points from Pittsburgh, take the Oakland Raiders, and that's my second 1 o'clock lock. 4 o'clock lock, we're moving over to the left coast. We're going to go with San Fran minus the 3 over Tampa. Yes, Tampa's a much more improved team, and they've been playing well. But without LeGarrette Smoke-a-Blunt, they have nothing else going on. Offensively, they haven't really done too much against a solid defensive team like San Fran. Frankie Gore is going to just tear it up because Tampa has given up more plays to runners this year. So Garrison Hurst is one of the top premier runners in the league. Look for him to tear it up and have a field day. I know they're laying 3 points, but they are at home. They are the team I thought they were earlier in the season. They have been winning. They have been putting up impressive performances. Troy Smith, not Alex Smith, will be a quarterback. Look for Crabtree and him to hook up, Vernon Davis to hook up. Look for them to light up this Tampa Bay team at home. 8 o'clock lock. Well, there's only one game, and you called it, Philly and the Giants. Now, I know the G-men are at Philly, and they're trying to get over that embarrassing loss last week at the Meadowlands, Giant Stadium, New York Stadium, Jet Stadium, whatever the hell you want to call it. They're on the road. They're not playing there. But let's say this. They got beat ridiculously by the Cowboys, who were just butt awful. And to get over that embarrassment, it's going to take a lot. But they're going to go in there, and they're going to do damage to Philadelphia. Philadelphia, I know, is coming off an all-star performance, but they were playing Washington, okay? Washington has no business playing anybody respectively this year and coming out away with a win. Philly went in there and just tore them up. It was on Monday night. So look for them with the short schedule to be at home. I know they're at home, but they're laying 3. The Giants just have a much better team. It's a divisional game, so you got to throw everything out of the window. Look for the G-men to go in there, play strong on offense, strong on defense. Eli Manning should be able to take advantage of their secondary, who really isn't that good, believe it or not. And that's mainly because Donovan McNabb couldn't get a pass more than 20 yards down the field. It was one of those things where Eli Manning has much more weapons, a better offensive line, a better rushing attack, and Ahmad Bradshaw. Look for the Giants to keep this game close. Look for them to win a close one, but they're getting 3, so you don't have to worry about too much. So take the G-men plus the 3. That is my lock around the clock for this week until week 12. When you're counting your money from week 11, you take it easy.